So good morning, friends. So waking up this morning and I'm feeling I'd just like to share some words of what's going on in my experience, because I know a lot of you connected in with me recently and I shared this news of having a heart attack. So first of all, really appreciate all the love and support. Often I'm just lying in the bed here connecting in with you all, which is a lot of you, and just openly receiving your prayers and thoughts and energy. It's actually really lovely to be in a space of resting and not doing, and just opening to receive the presence of love from people who care, people who are kind, people who have compassion. And so really appreciate you for sending your love, and appreciate myself for being open and giving the time to actually receive and digest and be appreciative for that. I'm sharing this because sometimes in life we have people loving us and caring for us and being compassionate and kind, but we're just too busy or too closed or too resilient or too independent to let the love in. And actually love is a tremendous gift. It's the gift of recognition. It's the gift of life affirmation, and to receive the gift of love is such an important thing, to have somebody give to you and you be open to receive that. So it's great also that I'm allowing myself to relax and take time to receive deep love, like drinking good wine. So thank you. Also want to appreciate the hospital staff here. I've worked in hospitals before as an assistant, and I know it can be quite stressful and patients can be quite difficult, and just the whole space can be, busy routines and things. And I feel the staff here have a really good balance between kind of good bedside manner, care and kindness and friendliness, a bit of humour, and also professionalism. And I feel totally safe and relaxed in their skill, that they know what they're doing, and also in their presence and how they're being with me as a person. So I feel valued as not just a patient, but as a person. So that's great. My attitude is also open to see that in people, because I could equally come here and not see that, and not open to experience that. But I do recognise the nature of the job is quite intense, and at the same time they are very efficient, will get on and do everything that's necessary and with diligence, but I feel respected and seen and held and cared for at the same time as a human. So no loss of dignity here in this hospital. It's very wonderful. Yeah, I've got lots of time to observe what's around me and what's within me. And the last few days I feel there's certain things unwinding. I've been looking back over my life, because apparently I've had this condition for about 30 years, which means pretty much all the time I've been in service, this has been present in the background. They call it coronary heart disease, which is, there's an issue with the arteries. The blood doesn't flow smoothly and easily between them, so the heart is not always nourished fully. And if the heart's not nourished fully, it's not going to pump the blood, efficiently around the system. So you're going to feel tired sometimes and all that stuff. So I've noticed with my will, I have quite a big will, who might know me, can override these signals to a certain degree, and still make things happen, because I love to create and manifest. But underneath it, the background system is the heart is not being nourished. It's not receiving the blood flow. It's not receiving the life energy, that I'm going to feel depleted and tired. So it gives me a different context of the word nourishment. Often we look at nourishment in terms of our partners or friends or the environment or nature, and this is a very intimate kind of nourishment, of nourishing my actual heart with good blood. And I've just been observing the biology of this and the essential life process of this. And this is why I'm also relaxed here in the hospital, because I feel I'm really taking care of not just the psychological or the emotional aspects of nourishment and inner child work, but the very basic physical foundation in my biology of opening the heart again in a good way so the blood flows fully and I'm fully nourished. So today, I've got a surgeon coming at 1 o'clock, and we're in a position where I've got a few choices, and I feel already clearly what I want to do, so I'll just share it with you. So basically the arteries, they're not closed, but they're smaller, more contracted, and the blood's not flowing efficiently to the heart. Yeah? And if the heart doesn't receive the blood flow, it can stop working, the muscle stops, and that's heart attack and death. And what I experienced was what they call a minor heart attack, a progressive lack of flow of blood to the heart, which then translates into this intense pain that I felt. So it wasn't a great dramatic Hollywood heart attack, it was a progressive, what they called a minor heart attack. But what it has revealed is the whole working process of the heart, which is also very interesting because my work, the Dancing Heart Path, is all about the heart, looking at it in terms of the symbolic aspects and the relational aspects. And right now I get to do that, the biological dance of the Dancing Heart Path, and look at the inner workings. So every day they're checking like pulse, blood pressure. They did an echocardiogram. Yesterday they did this ultrasound, so I've got all sorts of ways of looking at my heart from the physical standpoint. And it's wonderful to embrace this dimension of experience, to really get inside of how the heart actually works and what is needed to care for this. So the choices I have is probably the best one would be to have a bypass, and what they do is they create new veins, or take them from different parts of my body, and new arteries, to flow into the heart. So it's like creating a new river that will bring energy of the blood to the heart efficiently without being blocked or inhibited or reduced in any way. It's a big operation. They have to cut your chest open, and it can take 4 hours. I'm completely asleep while they do that. So that's something we're going to discuss that today. And the other option is to put these things called stents, which kind of opens the vessels, opens the arteries, so the blood can flow through. And they do work, and it's kind of like a temporary aspect for it. Temporary, it could last up to 10 years or more. But he said if you want a proper solution which really resolves the problem completely, then this bypass is the way to go. So we're going to discuss all the implications for that today, and probably make a decision. So I'll probably know by this afternoon what's next in my hospital process. But in this way, it could give me the opportunity of a completely fresh, flowing, vibrant heart, which is nourished from the inside. And I feel when I tune into it, it's a second chance. It's the possibility of having new life, new energy, new vitality. So the deep inner nourishment, and connecting that with all the other forms of nourishment, inner child nourishment, relational, friendship, work nourishment, being in nature nourishment. It feels like a multi-dimensional embrace of the totality of nourishing the heart. And this is absolutely necessary, obviously at a physical level, because if I don't do this, then the causation, the inevitable outcome of my condition is a heart attack, probably. Another one, which will probably be more disastrous than this one was. So I'm very glad and grateful I'm here now at this time, this perfect time to go through this particular lesson. And on a practical level, again, another practical level, of course, there's a concern about finances and work and things, and I really, really appreciate the fact that lots of you have already sponsored my crowdfunding to write this ecstatic book, because it feels that next stage of my life is going to be more about writing, content creation, as my body gently comes back into harmonizing again. And I woke up this morning again with a whole list of things I've already made. So I'm going to put a list of projects and courses and videos and music that I've already produced as sellable items. So if any of you want to support and receive some really good transformational teachings, music, guidance, and books which are coming, would really appreciate that. Because I don't want to be here as a beggar. Please give me money, I'm ill and I need this. I do need money right now for my family, for the hospital bills, for all sorts of things. But I also want to give an exchange, a gift of benefit for you, value, so that you can also receive in the giving process. It's very important that it's two-way, or for me it feels very important to be able to offer something and receive something. So in a gentle way, over the next few days, I'll just put together all the offers that I have and stuff, and if you feel inspired to support in some way, big or small, would super appreciate that, because I need it right now. I can't get out and do my DJing or workshops for a little bit, maybe for a long bit, who knows, and but I still need to survive for myself and family. So if you can help in some way, I would really appreciate that. This is my sharing for today. Thank you very much for listening. Hope it's interesting at some level for you, and also gives you an invitation to reflect on the beauty of your life and the presence of your heart, and to really intimately take care of your life. You know, this is the lesson under the lesson, is to not let life pass you by, not let the stress get to you, not get into that space of relaxation where you can receive love, where you can receive nourishment, beauty, kindness and care, because we have to be soft and open enough to receive that tender beauty that love is. And so this energy of rush and chase and will that we often get into is actually blocking that signaling. So yeah, inviting all of you to take time to breathe in, breathe out, and to love, 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 giving and receiving, opening and appreciating. Yeah. And I appreciate you very much for being with me in this journey and knowing me for many years that many of us have. Yeah. Lots of love from me, Guy. Have a great day. Bye-bye.